decisions, just like you. Certain decisions might be a little out of my control. Being a kid can be kind of annoying sometimes, but imagine how much worse it would be if you had to pay rent and the garbage and electric bills, and you still had to obey somebody else's rules. So that was kind of how the colonists felt. They had it even worse off than you guys. They had to pay taxes, and they didn't have any say in decisions. So this was why, in 1775, American colonists, led by George Washington, rebelled against the British in something called the American Revolution. But colonists didn't just lead on the battlefield. People like Thomas Paine wrote important works that helped raise awareness about the American cause. He wrote a very famous work called Common Sense, as a matter of fact. So some of you may have heard of that. And then also Benjamin Franklin. Raise your hand if you've heard of Benjamin Franklin. I see a lot of raised hands. He's very famous. Benjamin Franklin worked as an ambassador to France to raise funds. This is one thing that he did. And an ambassador is an official representative of an organization or movement. So he went to France representing the United States and asking for help in the American Revolution, which France did. Pastor Henry gave speeches about the fight for freedom, and in one of his most famous speeches, he said, "Give me liberty or give me death." So raise your hand if you've heard that before. Okay, I see a lot of raised hands. So as the revolution raged on, a group of colonists published the Declaration of Independence. So you may have heard of that. Does anybody want to tell me who wrote the first draft of the Declaration of Independence?